Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OK, let's dive deep into arrays in batch scripting. Batch scripting, being one of the older scripting languages, doesn't have a native array data structure like you find in Python, JavaScript, or PowerShell. However, it's very possible to simulate arrays using environment variables and a bit of clever manipulation. This tutorial will cover the following. 1. Understanding the basics * what we mean by simulating an array. 2. Basic array creation and access * how to store and retrieve data. 3. Array length / size * determining the number of elements. 4. Looping through arrays * iterating over elements. 5. Adding elements, appending extending the array. 6. Removing elements * simulating removal, usually setting a value to empty. 7. Advanced techniques * multi-dimensional arrays, simulated. 8. Example use cases * practical applications. 9. Limitations and best practices * when and when not to use batch arrays, and ways to optimize. 1. Understanding the basics, simulated arrays. In batch, we emulate arrays by creating multiple environment variables that share a common prefix. The prefix acts as the array name, and a numeric or string suffix acts as the index. Let's illustrate with an example. Imagine you want to store a list of fruits: apple, banana, orange. In a real array, you might write something like. In batch, you would do something like this. The key is to consistently use the same prefix, fruit in this case, followed by an index, 0, 1, 2. 2. Basic array creation and access. Let's write a simple batch script to create and access an array of numbers. Explanation **** at echo off, suppresses command echoing to the console. *set local, creates a local environment. This is very important because it isolates variable changes to the script. When the script ends, the variables created with setLocal are automatically removed, preventing them from polluting the global environment. Always use setLocal in non-trivial batch scripts. *set number 0 equals 10, assigns the value 10 to the environment variable number 0. This effectively creates the first element of our simulated array. *echo %number 0%, retrieves and displays the value of the number 0 variable. The percent signs, percent, are used to expand environment variables. Important note on variable expansion, percent signs. Understanding how batch expands variables is crucial. When you use variable %, batch replaces it with the current value of the variable. This seemingly simple mechanism has some important implications for how we work with arrays, especially when dealing with loops. 3. Array length / size. Since batch doesn't have a built-in function to determine the length of our simulated array, we typically need to manage the length ourselves. Here are a few common approaches. Method 1, manually track the length. The simplest method is to keep track of the number of elements in a separate variable. This method is straightforward but requires you to update array_length every time you add or remove elements. Method 2, looping and checking for existence. This method iterates through potential indices and checks if a variable with that index exists. Explanation ***. If defined %color %array_length %%, this is the key part. Defined checks if an environment variable with the specified name exists. We construct the variable name dynamically using the %array_length variable. The delayed expansion is not needed here because array_length is incremented at the beginning of each iteration of the loop. Method 3, using for /f and set, for specific situations. This is useful if you already have a string containing the array elements, separated by a delimiter. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk the for %% %list %do loop iterates through the comma-separated values in the list variable. Asterisk set fruit, I, equals %% assigns each value to an array element fruit 0, fruit 1, etc. Asterisk set /ai plus equals 1 increments the index I in each iteration. Asterisk delayed expansion is used to prevent the problem of overwriting the fruit array value because, within the parenthesis, the loop reads the %fruit %array value at the beginning of the loop instead of at each iteration. Asterisk the index I holds the number of elements. 4. Looping through arrays. Looping through an array is a fundamental operation. Here's how you can do it. 5. Adding elements, appending. To add an element, you need to find the current end of the array and add the new element at the next available index. Using the manual length tracking method. 6. Removing elements. Batch doesn't have a way to truly remove an environment variable from the middle of a simulated array without shifting all subsequent elements. The typical approach is to set the value of the element you want to remove to an empty string. This effectively makes it empty, but the variable itself still exists. After this script runs, %tool1% will exist, but its value will be an empty string. Keep this in mind when looping. 7. Advanced techniques, multi-dimensional arrays, simulated. You can simulate multi-dimensional arrays by concatenating indices with a delimiter. You can use any delimiter you like, example _ dash, as long as you are consistent. For more complex scenarios, consider creating functions to access and manipulate these simulated multi-dimensional arrays. Example of a function to access a 2D array. 8. Example use cases. Asterisk configuration files, asterisk storing settings read from a file. Asterisk command line argument parsing, asterisk breaking down command line arguments into an array. Asterisk data processing, asterisk storing temporary data during a calculation or transformation. Asterisk menu systems, asterisk building interactive menus where each option corresponds to an array element. Asterisk simple databases, asterisk simulating a basic database table with each column represented as an array. 9. Limitations and best practices. Asterisk performance, asterisk batch scripting is relatively slow. Simulating arrays can add overhead, especially with large arrays or frequent access. Asterisk memory, asterisk each environment variable consumes memory. Extremely large arrays can exhaust available memory. Asterisk string-based, asterisk all values are treated as strings. You need to use set/a for arithmetic operations. Asterisk no native array operations, asterisk you'll have to write your own functions for sorting, searching, etc. Asterisk environment variable limits, asterisk there are limits on the maximum size of environment variables, typically around 8,191 characters. This can restrict the size of the data you can store in a single element. Asterisk error handling, asterisk missing elements can cause unexpected behavior. Always check if an element exists before accessing it. Best practices, asterisk. Asterisk use setLocal and endLocal, asterisk crucial for preventing variable collisions and script side effects. Asterisk choose a consistent naming convention, asterisk makes your code more readable and maintainable. Asterisk manage array length explicitly, asterisk essential for looping and appending. Asterisk avoid excessive array sizes, asterisk consider alternative approaches, like writing to a file, if you need to store a very large amount of data. Asterisk document your code, asterisk clearly explain the purpose and usage of your arrays. Consider alternatives. If you need complex array manipulation or high performance, seriously consider using a more powerful scripting language like Python or PowerShell. Batch is often best suited for simple tasks. Complete example, reading from a file into an array. This script reads lines from a text file into an array. Data.text, example. Explanation asterisk for /f tokens equals *usback delims equals %% in %file underscore path %do. This loop reads each line from the specified file. Tokens equals reads the entire line. *usback allows you to use double quotes around the file path. *delims equals specifies no delimiters, so the entire line is treated as a single token. Set lines, array underscore length. Equals %% assigns the current line, %% to the array lines at the current index, array underscore length. Set /a array underscore length plus equals 1, increments the array length. In summary while batch scripting doesn't offer native arrays, you can effectively simulate them using environment variables. Understanding variable expansion, carefully managing array length, and using functions for common operations are key to working with batch arrays. However, be aware of the performance limitations and consider alternatives for more complex tasks. Good luck.